2.
Steve, we on the air?
Yeah, Dave. Almost Live is running a little late. Can you fill a little bit more, please?
Phil, yeah. Well, somebody actually left an Almost Live script here. Let me give you a preview of what's coming up on Almost Live. This is going to be a funny show. Some pretty funny bits, actually. Not that. No, that probably won't be too funny. But they are promising that it will. There they go. See you guys. Almost Live is next.
Okay, kids, who wants to stay up late?
We do!
Who wants to watch TV?
We do!
Who wants to watch some funny stuff?
We do!
Who wants to watch Almost Live? Kids, who wants to watch Almost Live? How about if we paid you?
We do!
That's more like it. Just ask this guy for the money.
John Keister!
Hi there. Hello. Hello. Okay. Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening. There was a great article in the PI the other day. Did you see this? This was on Wednesday. Fun to be king in the Dome. You know, see, this is all about the new Mariners, not the old Seattle Mariners. The new owners want to start fresh. They say they want to entertain the fans at all levels, and they've asked the fans for suggestions, a new slogan, a new mascot, new ways to make the games more fun. And we at Almost Live, we wanted to do our part. So we put our heads together, and we came up with these suggestions. First, some possible Mariner slogans for 1990. Mariner baseball. Oops, I thought you had it. How about this? Mariner baseball, not as boring as golf. Mariner baseball, we'd kick butt in AAA. Mariner baseball, at least we didn't sign the boss. Yeah, that's a winner. That's a winner. And one more, we had another idea. Mariner baseball, nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. Okay. They asked, we delivered. You know, but we also had some new ideas on how to draw more fans to Mariner games. For example, have the 7th inning stretch with Laser Van Halen. Okay. Provide free post-game counseling for depressed fans. The relief pitchers will be driven in from the bullpen by Dale Ellis. Yeah. Another winner. Write that down, Schmullian. Write that down. Okay. Show Porky's on the big screen. That would be good. Have an all-you-can-drink night. Oh, yeah, they already have that, I believe, yeah. I think that's every game. I forgot, that's right. Okay, here's another idea. Install a you-pick strawberry farm on the 300 level. That's a good one. And handgun night. Handgun night. Yeah. That's a good idea, and the players have been told that on handgun night, we expect to see a little hustle out there. Yeah. Yeah. So those are good. Just trying to do our part here, you know. And the Mariners have announced that a search is on for a new team mascot. And there is a contest. It's open to kids under 14 in Washington State. They have to submit a sketch of what they think the mascot should look like. And, well, we've obtained a few entries. And, you know, they look great. Here's Pete the Panhandler. Oh, that's great. That's perfect because the Mariners' home is in the historic aggressive panhandling district of Seattle, and that's by Jason from Bellevue. Thank you, Jason. And here's Mr. Gigantic Tobacco Wad by Heather from Federal Way. Yeah, those are all great ideas. And, you know, we here at the new Almost Live wish the new Mariners the best of luck. And, of course, we're happy to promote healthy athletic competition because we love sports and sporting goods, especially shoes. And you know, athletic shoes have made great strides in recent years with all these new high-tech designs. Now there's one with a little pump built in. You need an instruction manual just to get into the shoes. But I think that the newest sponsor of Almost Live has made an even greater improvement in athletic shoes. Just take a look. First, there was the Converse All-Star, then the Nike Air, now the Nikreedadibas with its own wireless remote control. Just press play. The Nikreedadibas is controlled by a powerful 64-bit computer. Nikreedadibas make defensive play no sweat. And they make offensive play simply awesome. With its handy built-in plug, the Nikreedadibas is easily rechargeable. And its patented anti-lock braking system helps you stop quick. Nikreedadibas, they do it. Okay, Nikreedadibas, get some now. Stay with us. We've got a great show, and we'll be right back.
And now, chewing tobacco, or thing you do with your nose. Snort. Snuff. Sniff. Snooze.
Yes, we're back. We are back. You know, I've got something to say right off the top. If you were watching last week, you heard me say that we were going to have Andy Kaufman and his gigantic frogs, the big 3-foot frogs, on the show this week. The big 3. I know I said that. Okay, he was scheduled. He was scheduled. He was going to be here, but unfortunately, Andy and his frogs have been in demand all over the world. Michael Jackson called him up. He's going to buy a few. True story. Going to buy a few. Right now. This week they had to fly to New York, and this week they're chatting with Peter Jennings and with Phil Donahue. Donahue's going to have frogs on the show. Wonder what Oprah's going to have, right? But anyway, he's penciled us in for the next week. And I swear, we're going to have him sometime. The frogs are going to be here. I know. So, you know, perhaps the best thing, just adopt a wait-and-see attitude. But since we don't have a bunch of huge, wet, slimy amphibians to offer you, we have the next best thing. Please welcome Bill Nye the Science Guy. Nice to see you, Bill.
Nice to see you, John.
We're pleased to have you here tonight, Bill.
Yeah, since you couldn't have the frogs.
Yeah, you know. Always good to have you instead of a frog, Bill. I'm glad we have you.
The people wanted frogs, though, didn't they?
The people, apparently, they want frogs all over the world.
Well, let me tell you, John. People say to me, you're the science guy, I want to see chemicals. That's what they say. I want to see chemicals.
They say, knock off with this fancy apparatus
Physics
to drop in
thing, yeah.
things. Chemicals is what the people
That's right.
want.
And if the people want them,
you give them to them. You
That's
say,
right.
if the people want chemicals, give chemicals to the people. Is
That's
that the
right.
science guy message? That's what I thought. Okay. So it looks like you've got some really cool chemicals here.
I have that very thing, John. Now, of course, before we begin a science guy thing, you know, I insist.
All right, of course.
Always.
The glasses, right.
Now,
Okay.
they have
I feel
stylish
great
ones.
now, yeah.
But I,
This
of
is
course,
great.
for some reason, don't choose the stylish ones. Now, John,
Okay.
start off with one of my faves. This is a powder. Sodium acetate, I think.
This
what
is
we
sodium
got.
acetate. Oh, yeah. Boy, I took a lot of that in college. I remember that stuff. Yeah, that stuff was great. Yeah.
Well, John,
Just a
I'm
little
skeptical.
joke. You're skeptical. I thought you would be.
And I'll show
Just
you
a
why.
little ad-lib there.
I don't think you...
Bill has poured a small amount of, what is it?
sodium acetate.
Sodium acetate into this cup here. And what? Oh, he's adding normal water.
Regular old tap water.
Regular old tap
to the
water.
sodium
Okay.
acetate.
and
Give it
what
just
happened?
that moment.
Oh. Well, Bill, I'm impressed. So what is it? Let me see this. Let me see this. Okay. It's Oh, it's very gooey, not unlike it's very gelatinous. So I'm guessing this would be good to, say, dump in a toilet or a public fountain or something. This is
Wacky. Yeah.
just a little bit like that. It just goos up all the water.
It's hydroscopic. Now, John, you've gotten some on your finger. I know you're having a party, but
It's like something that the Joker would have or something.
yeah, I didn't really intend for you to
Okay.
wipe it all over your hands, but that's okay.
It's not bad for me.
No,
Okay,
and you
all
might
right.
maybe in a few minutes we'll get you a little soap.
Well, what are the uses for something like for this stuff?
I think there's some polymers that are made, plastics that are made using stuff like that. You know, every time you got acetate, John, you got to be thinking shirts, huh?
Okay. Well, that's very impressive, chemical.
It is cool. To me, that is very cool. Now,
Very cool.
John, you got some stuff on your fingers. We may want to use some soap, and I have some soap solution
Oh, boy,
here.
that's an exciting chemical soap. All right,
Soap?
let's move
Well, it is kind of exciting, John, because what you can do if you have a gun like this,
on. Yeah.
you know, handgun's kind of a theme in our town these days. You can make...
Very impressive. Yeah.
Huh?
Okay, you're making that. Not a lot of stopping power to that. Not a real deterrent there, but those are nice bubbles. Okay, you're making soap bubbles. Okay,
sorry, John,
Bill,
what?
Yeah. Okay, Okay, we've succeeded in soap bubbles. Bill.
All right, those are ordinary soap bubbles filled with air from around here. Now, John, you say chemicals, you say excitement. I want to see soap bubbles, and I want to see them burn. You know what I'm saying? I want to see explosions. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I want to see. Sure.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
Science guy,
and
yeah.
we've got them. We've got them. What we're going to do, we're going to make soap bubbles not filled with ordinary air, but filled with hydrogen. Now, what I've got here is a soap bubble maker.
Okay.
I'm going to issue you some matches, which will cause hydrogen to oxidize very rapidly, what we call burning.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do then is put a little water into the chemical, which we get at our good friends ECCI Scientific. And here we go, John. I hope you're standing by.
All right. Let's see.
Okay, into the stuff.
Oh,
sure enough.
okay.
No problem. Now, you know, hydrogen floats in air, John.
Okay. Wow!
Get that. Oh, yeah.
Jesus, bro! Jesus!
Quite another one.
So it's the Hindenburg we
Yeah,
got going
we got
here.
sort of, yeah.
Okay.
They,
Whoa!
that's why they abandoned hydrogen, John, and went with helium.
Not really feasible, huh?
It's well vented to the atmosphere, as you can see. Whoa.
Jeez! Okay,
Sure,
well,
no problem. Well, you guys,
as we blow the
be
studio
careful
up.
with inflammable
Hey,
substances.
look out for this, Bill. It's
okay.
like shooting gas.
It's
All right,
okay.
well, as the studio
Be careful.
explodes
I've,
with
no,
hydrogen,
I got wrapped up in the
I think
excitement.
we better
and
go to commercial now,
I
Bill.
closed
so
the
we can...
water off. It's okay.
Thank
now.
you very
Excuse
much,
me.
Bill.
Thank you, John.
Always nice to have you.
Studio amplification for Almost Live provided by American Music.
And now, French wine or hockey player. Lemieux. Bordeaux. Robitaille. Merlot.
Yes, we're back. They did very well on that test, by the way. We're all alive. We're all safe. Bill's fine. No one's on fire. Just wanted to reassure you. I also said last week that we were going to give you the details of a new Almost Live contest. Here they are.
The 50s, clean cut, all-American, happy.
The 60s, radical, life-changing, violent. The 70s.
The 70s? You gotta be kidding me.
No, we're not. In fact, we're basing an entire Almost Live contest around the 70s. That's how important we think the 70s were. This is Almost Live's 70s Challenge. A three-part contest that could win you a grand prize trip to Los Angeles to see a taping of The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, or maybe that other guy. You and a friend could fly round trip on Alaska Airlines and stay 2 nights at the Sheraton Grand Hotel. It's easy to enter, so take Almost Live's 70s Challenge. Here's John Keister with the information.
Yes, I am John Keister with the information. This is a three-part contest to begin today and to go on the next 2 weeks. The first part, very simple, a simple three-part question. Multiple choice, that is. Here it is. In the 70s, pukas, A, drove barracudas and drank Schlitz. B, hung around your neck. Or C, grew wild in California. Okay, now figure that one out. Don't send it in. Just make a note of it. The next week we'll give you the next part of the contest. The third week we'll do that. And then you can send it all in and perhaps win that trip down to California. Ooh, wouldn't that be exciting? Yeah. But you know, we're not just a show that tries to tempt you with these sort of contests and frivolous things like that. No, we're also committed to serious issues. And as such, we'd like to present a new show that we've gone just specifically for Almost Live that deals with the hard, serious issues of our day.
Good evening and welcome to Really Hard Copy, the show that's got what it takes to get the news. All right, enough of this BS. Let's get to the news. Well, the Presidential Commission on the Economy has released its new fiscal year plan. Really Hard Copy asks the man on the street, what do you think?
I don't know anything about that.
What do you mean?
I don't follow politics at all.
What are you, stupid? You stupid, wasting my time? You stupid. Come on, what do you mean you don't qualify?
More on that later. But first, a Really Hard Copy exclusive. Special correspondent Snake Jackson files this report from the Justice Department.
I'm here in front of the Justice Building where ongoing controversy surrounds the appointment of the new Crimes Commissioner. Really Hard Copy decided to take action on this issue.
Please don't ask me again. I'm going to give you the same answer every time. We haven't named a new commissioner.
I didn't want to do this, Mr. Briggs. Do you love your kids?
Why do you ask?
The 3-year-old Tara, the 4-year-old Becca. Happen to have a picture of them right here. You'll see that in front of them is this morning's newspaper headline.
What have you done with my kids?
Who's the new commissioner, Mr. Briggs?
What have you done with my kids?
Tell us the name of the new commissioner and they'll be fine.
His name's Arnie Swanigan. He's 36 years old. He's kind of a blonde-haired guy.
Way to go, Jackson. Okay, Bob, let those kids go. All right, back to our Really Hard Copy man on the street interviews.
Oh, what's your opinion? I don't know. Oh, come on, you gotta have an opinion.
Okay, no!
All right, the public says no.
Wuss. Really Hard Copy is following the unfolding cab scam scandal, and we caught up with indicted taxi mogul Alan Carver.
We're outside of the building now, waiting for a reaction from Mr. Carver about the allegations against Mr. Carver. Mr. Carver, we demand answers to the allegations against you.
Get out of here.
All right, Mr. Carver, you asked for it.
Hey, you shot out my tire.
You're right, I did. Now, what about those allegations?
All right, I made a little mistake, okay? I did it. It was just a little mistake. I don't know what the hell.
There you have it, another Really Hard Copy exclusive confession. Back to you.
Could you give me a lift?
Well, now it's time for our Really Hard Copy weather report. Bill?
Our forecast for tomorrow is for very cold temperatures. It looks like we're finally going to get that snow.
Yeah, well, that's what you said yesterday, pal.
Well, weather forecasting is not an exact science.
Yeah? Well, why don't you come back when it is? That's all we have time for tonight on Really Hard Copy. We'd like to thank all of our Nielsen families for watching. Don't forget, we know where you live.
Okay, stay with us. We'll be right back.
And now, biblical figure or county in Utah. Joab. Haggai. Uinta. Og.
Last time on Refrigerator Magnet Theater.
Don't panic, Daisy. We're going to use our heads. We're going to figure a way out of this thing. Okay, man. Okay, but I got to tell you, I'm really scared. Hey, what's that? What is that? Ah, it's a vacuum cleaner! Ah, I'm doomed! Ah! I've got to save him. It's a crazy idea, but it just might work. Geronimo! Hang on, Daisy. Everything's going to be fine. You'll see. It'll... To think, Rainbow Man gave his life to save me, Daisy Head. I'll be a proud refrigerator magnet forever, and I will never forget him.
Okay, that's all we have time for this week. Bye-bye, and we'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Pizzeria Pagliacci, featuring traditional and gourmet pizza by the slice. Pizzeria Pagliacci, rated Seattle's best pizza. Promotional consideration also provided by your local Coca-Cola bottler.